Hi, my name is Marcy. What's occurring? This is the channel where Jesus Christ rules. Yeah, and I've got another story to tell you about. Like, do you know what I mean? I went down to this place. It was called the Utnall. Utnall, and there wasn't hardly any black people down there. Nottinghamshire. And obviously, when I went down there, I told them that my family members were white and stuff like that because my family members are white. I've got white and black people in my family, like, and married, and we've got, aunties and cousins and stuff like that that are white. I can't help that. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and I'm not bothered about it. So when I moved down there, I found it quite interesting how, the white people were going on a bit racist towards me, because obviously I'm not used to this. It's just in me. So anyway, moving on. The fact what I'm trying to make here is that, like, when I met this guy who I was talking about, who was in a relationship with this big nasty narcissist, his dad and his mum were separated, so he's in another relationship. His dad was in another relationship with this woman, and she was a very racist. So obviously I had racism coming from his mum and then the stepmom as well. And obviously, when his dad used to come round to ours, he was quite fine. He'd be having a drink and whatever and having a laugh. But then as soon as this woman was knocking about, he used to be really horrible, call me a hit and everything, and say to the guy I was with, "Well, what are you getting back with her for? What are you getting back with it for?" And yeah, there was quite horrible towards me. So I've kind of been through quite a lot of things regarding that factor. But there was one thing that did happen that I was really sad about because I did let him know about himself. I said, "Look, you're not a proper granddad to my kids. You're doing all these things and saying." I exploded. I just exploded. I just had enough. And I went through these kind of similar things with him, like throughout the relationship that I was with this guy. Um, he fell ill. Okay, he fell ill and he ended up going into intensive care because he drunk himself basically to death. He had pipes in his throat. He had it, in his, all his bag. The bag was full of, what it's like when you can't go to the toilet in intensive care. And Heavenly Father let me know that this is what happens to people when they start saying nasty things about people who belong to God. You know, this is exactly what happens when they do these things. And not only that, I've got another parent who's been saying nasty things about me as well, and that individual's not very well either. Anybody who said anything horrible about me, they've either died or they're ill. So, like I said, this is why you should send blessings and forgive. Bye.